Are you having troubles with revenant far, or struggling against humanoid enemies? Or you can't beat Mr. Honda in an honorable 1v1 duel? Well, I'm here to help. Today I will go over basic tips and tricks that will make your Nioh experience a lot smoother, allowing you to dominate humanoid enemies. Let's start with ki management. The key difference between Dark Souls and Nioh when it comes to stamina management is the fact that in Nioh you can see the stamina of your opponent. Hence, it is very important for you as a player to not only pay attention to your ki, but also to the ki of your opponent. The easiest way to defeat revenants and most human enemies in 1v1 situation is to deplete their ki, so you can sneak in either a grapple or hit them and then land a final blow while they're on the ground. There are different affixes available for weapons, giving you a boost to either final blow or grapple, and depending on what you got, you can pick the best option. For weapons that have custom grapple skill like spears with merciless barrage, it is obviously better to capitalize on guard break with the said skill. Now there are various skills available for breaking the ki, like kick and pole kick and other forms of kick. There is a kick tool for pretty much every weapon class, however, it might be a bit hard to land it since it's a combo move and it requires you to land a first hit. We all know that most enemies like to block in Nioh, so you can see how can it be troublesome to start a combo. Sometimes the best way to go about breaking a ki is to just spam a certain attack. Like for example when it comes to spear, it's mid-stance heavy poke. It works wonders, especially if you have a ki damage affix on your weapon. Now that we covered the basic, let's talk about some of the simplest, yet most effective ways to fight and cheese human enemies in Nioh, because who doesn't like a bit of Gouda, right? What you basically want to do versus revenants and human bosses who are staggerable is to keep them in the loop. To do that you have several options depending on your build and the weapon you use. The most well known is probably Spearfall cheese. You want to land the last hit of the Spearfall, which will instantly knock down humanoid enemies, preparing them for a final blow. After the knockdown, you should walk behind them before the final blow, since this will allow you to do another free Spearfall on them, essentially keeping them locked in the Spearfall loop. It is extremely effective against most human enemies that don't block, like Mr. Honda. There is a similar setup available for you if you fancy Kusarigama. Again, it relies on chaining knockdowns. To execute it, you need to have access to two skills, the get over here pull and leg sweep. In order to start the loop, you have to pull the enemy with the Scorpio get over here move. The stun on it gives you just enough time to land the leg sweep afterwards. After leg sweep, enemy will be lying on the ground helpless. Finish the combo with final blow and then zone out again for another pull. As you can see, both of these methods take very little in terms of effort and timing, making them an optimal way to farm revenants. In addition to that, if you have a bit of ninjitsu, you can get Medusa Powder. You might have seen this in my ultimate farming tutorial. Paralysis is the best tool you can have if you need to start the grapple loop. You can use it with any weapon, all you have to do is throw the powder bomb and wait a second or two until the enemy is paralyzed. When it happens, you get a free grapple. If you place the cloud right, the enemy will be reparalyzed as soon as you finish the grapple, giving you a chance for another grapple. Very effective. Sadly, it is limited to only few uses. Now with all that covered, you should be totally capable of dominating humanoid enemies. However, if you want a bit more power, I have something very special for you. I've seen people underestimate Guardian Spirit Talisman attack, outright ignore it, and oh god, silly fools they are. I will be doing a special, separate video as a part of this series dedicated to inspecting Guardian Spirit attacks and stuff like that. But for today, as a sneak peek, I can tell you that FIERU TIGERU is incredibly powerful, to the point that makes two kings fight completely fucking trivial. It instantly scorches your opponents, knocks them on the ground, allowing you to sneak in a final blow. Does it look overpowered? Yes it does, but it's not even the best Guardian Spirit. So yeah guys, that's about it for today. Stay tuned for second part of this tutorial, covering the cheese strats applicable to yokai fights, as well as the Guardian Spirit roundup that I've just teased you with. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.